Every life, every journey begins at a singular point. Your story begins with a single, unchosen fact, a roll of the cosmic dice, if you will. It's the place where you are born. A seemingly simple detail, yet one that will irrevocably shape the course of your existence. Imagine two babies, one nestled in a quiet, tree-lined street in suburban Ohio, the other in the bustling metropolis of Shanghai. Two distinct cradles of civilization. Neither chooses their birthplace. It's a matter of pure chance. Yet this accident of geography, this random allocation of destiny, shapes nearly every aspect of their lives, from the mundane to the monumental. The American child grows up with space and independence, breathing in the wide open air of opportunity, learning to value individualism and creativity, encouraged to forge their own path, to think outside the box. The Chinese child is raised in a world of high-rise apartments, a landscape of verticality and density, absorbing lessons of family, respect and social harmony, understanding the importance of collective well-being. Their education's values and expectations diverge from the start, molded by distinct cultural narratives, setting them on distinct paths, each road paved with different opportunities and challenges. As adults, the American may chase personal fulfillment and mobility, seeking to climb the ladder of success, often defined by individual achievement, while the Chinese individual may prioritize family stability and duty, placing the needs of their loved ones above their own ambitions. The pressures they face differ, shaped by societal expectations and cultural norms, but both strive for a good life, a life filled with purpose, connection, and a sense of belonging. The lottery of birth hands us invisible rulebooks, unwritten codes of conduct, cultural biases, and societal expectations, defining our relationship with authority, shaping our perceptions of power and influence, our idea of success, and our sense of freedom, dictating what we value and how we pursue our dreams. By exploring these two paths, these contrasting narratives, we see how societies mold their citizens, instilling values and shaping behaviors, and shape our own lives, influencing our choices, our beliefs, and our understanding of the world. Wherever we're born, whether in a bustling city or a quiet countryside, our stories are deeply influenced by the world that greets us at birth, a world that imprints itself upon our very being. In the US, the approach to education is often characterized by a student-centric model. School days are interactive, filled with discussions and hands-on activities, and encourage creativity, fostering critical thinking skills from a young age. The curriculum places a focus on developing well-rounded individuals, nurturing not only academic prowess but also social and emotional intelligence. Students actively participate in group projects, learning the value of teamwork and collaboration, skills that are highly prized in the modern workforce. The emphasis extends to arts and sports, providing avenues for self-expression, physical development, and instilling a sense of sportsmanship. This holistic approach aims at balancing academics with personal growth, encouraging students to explore their interests and develop their unique talents. After school, American kids have time for hobbies and relaxation, allowing them to de-stress and pursue activities they genuinely enjoy, contributing to their overall well-being. In China, the educational landscape presents a stark contrast. School is longer and more intense, demanding a significant time commitment from students and creating a highly competitive environment. The curriculum is heavily centered on memorization and rigorous preparation for the Gaokao, the all-important college entrance exam that largely determines a student's future academic and career prospects. Large classes and lecture-based teaching, a traditional pedagogical approach, leave little room for extracurriculars, as the focus remains squarely on academic performance. Chinese students often spend hours on repetitive homework, reinforcing concepts and honing their test-taking skills. This dedication stems from the fact that academic excellence is the primary goal, seen as the key to unlocking future opportunities. American parents hope their children find passion. They want them to pursue their dreams and find fulfillment in their chosen paths. Chinese parents, on the other hand, often prioritize stability and achievement, guiding their children towards careers that offer security and social status. Both systems reflect their cultures. The US values innovation and flexibility, encouraging students to think outside the box and adapt to changing circumstances. China values discipline and competition, fostering a strong work ethic and a drive to excel in a structured environment. Despite differences, parents everywhere want their children to succeed, to lead fulfilling lives, and to contribute positively to society. Education in both countries, regardless of the approach, is the first step toward building a better future, empowering individuals to reach their full potential and shape the world around them. American work culture is shifting. Flexible hours, remote work, and open communication are increasingly common. Employees are encouraged to speak up, and work-life balance is valued. In China, the 996 schedule, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 6 days a week, reflects fierce competition and a demanding ethos. Hierarchies are strict and loyalty to the company is prized. Americans often change jobs for growth. Chinese workers may stay with one employer, climbing the internal ladder. Both face pressure. Americans worry about job security. Chinese workers endure long hours. Yet the drive to provide for family and achieve success is universal. Different systems, but the same human ambition for a better life. The American dream is often visualized as a suburban house complete with a lush green yard. It's an image deeply ingrained in the nation's psyche. This ideal represents a symbol of success, personal space, and independence. It's about having your own piece of land and a place to call your own. Home ownership is a significant milestone, often associated with spacious living, privacy, and the freedom to customize your environment as ideals. However, in urban China, the reality is quite different. Most people live in high-rise apartments, a necessity driven by population density and land scarcity. These apartments often house extended family, reflecting a cultural emphasis on collectivism and intergenerational support. Sky-high property prices in China's major cities make home ownership a significant family effort, requiring careful financial planning and sacrifice. It's not uncommon for young couples to rely on their parents' life savings to afford a down payment, highlighting the financial burden. In China, owning a home is often viewed as a prerequisite for marriage, a cultural expectation that adds further pressure to the housing market. It's seen as a sign of family stability and a demonstration of commitment to building a future together. In the US, buying a home is largely seen as a personal achievement, a testament to individual hard work and financial responsibility. Whereas in China, it's more often a collective milestone, a shared accomplishment celebrated by the entire family. Despite these cultural and economic differences, the fundamental truth remains: home is a sanctuary in both cultures. It's a place of comfort, security, and a source of immense pride, regardless of its size or location. Americans may host backyard barbecues, enjoying the outdoor space that comes with suburban living. Meanwhile, Chinese families gather for meals in cozy apartments, sharing food and conversation in close quarters. The physical structures differ significantly, reflecting different priorities and constraints. But the emotional meaning of home, the sense of belonging and connection, is universal, transcending geographical boundaries. Ultimately, both societies see a home as the foundation of a good life, a place where memories are made and families thrive. In the US, freedom is central. People openly debate, criticize the government, and value personal choice. Americans enjoy broad liberties in speech, religion, and lifestyle, with diversity celebrated. In China, the collective good and social harmony take precedence. The state guides society, restricting speech and controlling information to maintain stability. Online, Americans access a chaotic global internet. Chinese citizens use state-monitored platforms behind the Great Firewall. Americans are used to clashing opinions. Chinese citizens encounter news aligned with national unity. Each system shapes daily life. Americans may see China as restrictive, while Chinese may view the US as chaotic. The trade-off is clear: freedom versus stability, autonomy versus order. Both societies believe their approach best serves the common good. Ultimately, each path reflects deeply held values about what makes a society thrive. In the US, marriage is a personal choice, often based on love and companionship. People date freely, marry later, and parents play a supportive but limited role. Independence is valued. Couples often form their own households far from family. In China, marriage is a family affair with strong parental involvement and social pressure to wed young. Practical concerns like financial stability and home ownership are weighed alongside romance. Parents may help choose partners and contribute financially, reflecting Confucian values of duty. After marriage, Chinese couples may live with or near parents, maintaining intergenerational bonds. The daughter-in-law is often expected to care for her husband's parents. While traditions are changing, family obligation remains central in China. Both cultures see marriage as a foundation for the next generation, but the expectations and pressures differ. The US offers higher salaries, but essentials like healthcare and education are costly, often leading to debt. Daily expenses vary, but financial stress is common, especially for young adults managing loans and rent. In China, daily necessities and public transport are affordable, but housing in big cities is prohibitively expensive. Many Chinese families pool resources to buy an apartment, making home ownership a collective challenge. Healthcare is accessible, but top-tier care and imported medicines can be costly. Americans worry about sudden expenses. Chinese citizens focus on the property market's pressures. Both face economic anxiety, just from different sources. Financial security is a universal goal, but the obstacles are unique to each system. The American system offers earning potential but unpredictability. The Chinese system offers stability in daily life, but home ownership can feel out of reach. Despite their differences, Americans and Chinese share the same basic dreams: meaningful work, love, family, and a safe home. The US path emphasizes individual initiative and freedom, celebrating self-made success. The Chinese path values discipline, family, and collective achievement, offering predictability and support. Each system provides a different toolkit for pursuing happiness. Americans may feel the weight of independence. Chinese may feel the pull of family expectations. Both face unique pressures, but the desire for a meaningful, secure life is universal. Neither approach is perfect. Each has its rewards and sacrifices. At heart, people everywhere are striving for the same things: happiness, security, and love. We've explored two worlds, one built on individual freedom, the other on collective security. The American path offers autonomy and choice, but also pressure and risk. The Chinese path provides structure and support, but less personal freedom. There's no simple answer to which is better. It depends on what you value most. This isn't just about nations, but about the fundamental questions of how we want to live. If you could choose your path, which would you take? Your answer reveals what you believe makes a life well lived.